Today's video is a fight, a proper battle between three different ways of 3D printing, and I need your opinion. Single color printing, simple, clean, but let's be honest, kinda boring sometimes. Multi-part models, way less material waste, cheaper to print, but you do have to glue everything together, and I hate that. And then full multicolor printing. It looks amazing, but it burns time, burns filament, and burns your patience. So, what's actually the best way? Are those beautiful multicolor prints really worth all the extra time, waste, and cost? Or is it smarter to stick with multi-part or even single color prints? In this video, we are comparing print quality, practicality, time, cost, and material waste. And by the end, you tell me, does the aesthetic upgrade justify everything, or is just an overkill? Okay, so the first prints that we are trying it out are these capybaras that we have in STLFLIX. And this is going to be plain and simple single color. It does lose a lot of the effect that we have imagined because this print is made to be done in multiple colors. It has the dragon costume, it has the little sofa fruit that the capybara is leaning onto, it's playing on a little video game. It has a lot of little details that without the multicolor is getting kind of tricky to really express all the intentions that we had when we designed these models. So looking at this model, it does not have too much to think about. It has a good surface to adhere. Could add a little bit of a brim here in the paws, but I don't think it's necessary. We're using the Creality High in this video. It does not come with a PEI sheet, but it does have that little surface, which is really good. It sticks really well. So I think there's not much of a trick before we slice it here. Okay, so there's not a lot to see here. Simple slicing. It's taking 3 hours and 25 minutes, and it's using 106 grams of PLA roughly. Let's see how the model turned out. Okay, so here are both of the models printed. As you can see, monocolor. This is a model that is meant to be printed using multiple colors, so we do lose a little bit. It could have been more interesting as a model, but still, they look good. Some models work really well on a single color. Maybe that's not the best option in here. So this is definitely a model that it would look cooler in multicolor. So now when we weighed the models in the end, it took 102 grams, a little bit less than what was predicted. Okay, so now time for the multicolor. All right, so in here we have the multicolor using the multicolor system. And as you can see, this model from STLFLIX, everything is really well separated. So it's easy for you to pick and just change the color you want using your own keyboard. So you can click, and then if you just choose 1, 2, or 3, or 4, it's gonna change the color as you wish. Okay, so if I wanted to change here, I could just press 2 and I would change that to green. All right, so this model over here, I turned an apple into a green apple because I wanted to use 4 colors for the 2 capybaras that we have over here. Okay, we are in the final days of our special 3-year anniversary promo, and now you can buy STLFLIX or STLFLIX and STL Academy with unlimited access for the next 3 years. So don't miss this opportunity and get yours right now. So when you look at this, what you have here is 4 different colors that we are making 2 models because we are able to fit these 4 colors in these 2 models. Okay, so now looking at the slicer, as you can see, both capybaras here are taking 1 day, 17 hours and 58 minutes, which is a lot of time, and it's taking 1 kilogram and 34 grams of filament. Not on a single color, we have one at 182 at the brown, 289 at the green, 381 in the white. So it is spread, but it's more than a kilogram of filament being used in here, which is a lot. So in order to reduce that a little bit, we did scale down these 2 capybaras a bit in order to get a slightly faster print so we can test it out. All right, so both of this, what we did is we scaled down to 60 millimeters in the Z axis. So both of them are 60 millimeter high, and then we re-sliced it. Okay, so we re-sliced it, and now it's taking 1 day, 4 hours and 42 minutes. So we reduced more than 10 hours the print, but it's still taking 694 grams of filament. Okay, it's a lot of filament. A trick that I think everybody already knows at this point is that if you add the biggest amount of capybaras that you can in this print bed, the waste is still going to be the same. So you can reduce dramatically the waste per model printed if you just add several models in the same print bed. Then you are going to dilute the waste into several different models. Okay, but now let's check the result. Okay, so if we put a little bucket in here, just press our tare to 0 the amount of grams that we have over here, and now we are going to throw all the poops that this print generated, which was quite a bit, and we included the purge tower in this bucket as well. And now what we have in here is 624 grams of waste. Okay, that was pretty accurate to what we had in the slicer, but now the results. Obviously, when you compare one thing to the other, it's kind of tricky to compare because the multicolor does look really cool, right? We can see all the details, everything that we intended when we designed this model is present. This is actually a very cool model, and as I said, you can print multiple within the same print bed and you would have the same amount of waste that you would if you were printing just these two, okay? Now let's talk about the multi-part prints. These are prints that you can print multiple different little parts and then you glue them all together to create your final object. We are using a lot of our time here, a lot of our designing time to make more and more multi-part prints also available in the drops. Now, almost 8 out of 10 models that we make have the multi-part option available. And the reason for that is because if you have the multi-color option available and the multi-part option available, you have the 3 possibilities combined. So if you want to make it in a single color, you can. If you want to make it the multicolor using the multicolor system, you can. But also, if you want to print all the little pieces separately and glue them all together in the end, you can achieve the same high quality results that you would printing in multiple colors, but with a lot less filament waste. And if you have a print farm, you can still optimize and print multiple prints at once because you will have the same colors of that model that you can array into different prints. All right, so this also speeds up your production a little bit in case you are printing for profit, or if you just want to save some time and some money printing your models. So in case you haven't seen one of these models yet, this is how they look once you download it. So you have all these little pieces that you glue together, and in the end you will have the final result. So as you can see, we have the body part of the capybara here in brown, and you're going to print with the brown filament. So we do have the little pieces here of the capybara sitting on the apple, but we also have the parts of the capybara of the T-Rex. We have the little teeth, all the black parts over here, the video game, the part of the paws. So you can really separate everything and print them all separately. The bad part about this is because it is, I gotta be honest with you, really tricky to actually glue it all together. The glue is tricky, it does leak a little bit, you do have to take it very patiently, do it really well, but the end result is very good in terms of aesthetics. And also when we're thinking about designing these models, we have to think that each one of these individual pieces also need to have a very good print orientation. They need to be well laid in the bed. So it is trickier to design as well, but we do think it's worth it in the end to give the benefit to our subscribers. So now let's see how much we are wasting in terms of time and filament in order to achieve these multi-part prints. So after we slice it, what we have here is 48 grams, 79 grams, 4.88 grams, and 10.76 grams, and the total time is 6 hours and 11 minutes. So about an hour and a half more than what we used to have in the single color prints, but these look a lot cooler than the ones that we have done in single color. Okay, so when we slice it down, pretty much everything was really well successful. The only issue that we had was the tip of the apple that I trusted on the Creality bedsheet did not stuck well, so I had to reprint it, but all the rest printed really well, including the tip of these paws that I thought it might be an issue, but it wasn't. This little piece over here, because it has a very small adhesion surface as well, we did lose it. So when I printed the white, which was the last one, I added a little bit of a brim in order to make everything fit well together and not lose these pieces. So I did add a little bit of an outer brim of 0.2 with a gap to make it easier for me to detach these prints from the brim, which I gotta be honest, I also not a big fan of doing it, but if you look at the first layer, we do have a little bit of a separation, which makes it easier to remove the brim, but removing the brim is always something a little bit tricky. So this is also something that you have to account when we are doing multi-part prints, because sometimes there will be pieces that are going to be really small that you have to resort to some of these tricks. Okay, last week I made a video of tips and tricks when using the Orca slicer, which does have a really cool tip about brim as well. If you want, the card is over here. You can watch it and improve your brim skills, which will be annoying. Now let's evaluate the result of the multi-part print. The weight is 140 grams. We have no waste, so this is not really worth it in here. But the final result in terms of aesthetics, in my opinion, are really, really good. It's very close to what we have in the multicolor, but with a lot less weight. So we are wasting a lot less filament to pretty much have the exact same result in the end of the day. So the capybara here, the gamer capybara, looking really close to what we had in the multicolor. But there is a little bit of a trick here. When we are looking at the multicolor print that we did using the multi-part system, since we did not have to glue anything together, we were able to scale it down, make it smaller, because we don't have to glue the pieces together. So by doing that, we have a different version, which is a slightly cuter version, which we are not allowed to do in the multi-part because we are going to mess up with the tolerances. There are a tolerance when we design these types of models that we need to consider. So when you scale it down, you scale also down the tolerances, and you're going to make the file not work anymore. So leave in the comments down below, what do you think about it? Comparing these two, what do you think it's more worth it, the multicolor or the multi-part? Take into consideration that it took me almost 20 minutes to glue these capybaras together. So you do have to consider that there is this assembly process in the end after you print. That is also something time consuming, and it takes a little bit of effort as well. All right, so before we go into the conclusion of this video, let's make a last analysis on the multicolor model, okay? So in here we had scaled down both of these capybaras, right, to make them fit a little bit better. But now let's add some more capybaras onto our print bed, all right? So we're going to replicate here, let's arrange it, and let's slice it down. As you can see, now we have 1 day, 7 hours, and 8 minutes. So it doesn't add a lot extra time, even though we are adding 2 more products, because the color change is what takes time. So when we look down, we also have not added a lot more filament being wasted because, well, there's no more waste in here. Well, the only amount of filament that we have extra is the 2 more capybaras that we are printing, okay? So if we add even more capybaras here, so let's add 2 more in each of the model and rearrange everything. And now let's arrange it a little bit better so that the purge block fits better, all right, like that. And if we slice it down, what you can see here is that we have now gone to 1 day, 12 hours, and 4 minutes. So we're not really adding a lot more time, and we're not adding a lot of extra grams as well. And now we have 2 more products than we had in the previous exercise. So for me, in my opinion, if you want to go and print multicolor products for profit, what you should do is you should add as many as you can on a single print bed. And if you look at the example that we're doing here in this video, we also have 2 models that do not have identical colors because one of these models has the white that the other one doesn't. So you could optimize it even further because there is 1 color change that the gaming capybara did not need. So in here, in this case specifically, we could probably optimize this even further if we were doing just the same product over and over. So what's the verdict? Multicolor prints, they look absolutely incredible, and honestly, as a hobbyist, I think the aesthetic payoff is unbeatable. Yeah, it wastes more material and takes more time, but if you fill up an entire print bed, you can optimize it a lot, make the purge waste way less painful. But if you're printing to sell, print for profit, the math is different. In that case, multi-part is absolutely the way to go, or even single color depending on the product. Less waste, faster prints, and cheaper production. That's why here at STLFLIX we've been releasing more and more models with multi-part option. So you can decide what makes the most sense for you, whether you want to print faster, spend less, or go full on with beautiful multicolor prints. Now it's your turn. Drop your opinion in the comments, what's the best printing style for you? And if you want to see more battles like this, passing techniques, slicer tricks, or even hardware comparisons, let me know. Smash that like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy printing!